buddies, and welcome to Real Fun Times. I'm Snowy,
And I'm the doctor.
and we welcome you to our Bad Movie podcast.
Yes, welcome. Welcome one, welcome all.
Yeah.
Which is one.
Like 7.5. Like, it's pretty good.
That's good. I like that a lot.
We've had a good little day so far today.
What a day.
Yeah, we had like lunch outside.
Half day at work for me.
Yes.
No work for me. You. It was fucking gorgeous out.
It was beautiful.
Went to a local bar that we used to frequent a lot.
All the time.
When we were younger.
Yeah.
Now, not so much for me. But it was good to be back.
Yeah, it was such a nice day. I got to see like one of the owners and have some good food. And yeah, it was so good. And yeah, like had a couple drinks and
hit the spot.
Yeah, God, it was good.
Yeah.
So now we've got some barbacoa in the crock pot.
Oh, it smells heavenly in here.
Why, thank you. Looking forward to having that later tonight.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Show. You doing okay? Everything good? Everything special? Everything
doing
great?
Good. Well, I'm just excited about the summer.
I kind of am too.
Yeah, it feels like a new beginnings type of summer.
Mm-hmm.
And Fish announced tour dates, so I'm trying to go fishing. But yeah, I just feel like an excitement's in the air with the summer around the corner, and looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great time. But how about your week? What's up? What's new? What's happening?
Super busy work week. It was really good, but I was by the end of yesterday, like I was spent. Like I was like and seen.
Yeah.
So it was good to like come home last night, have some pizza, lay in bed, watch my YouTube videos. There is a chick that I watch on YouTube. Her name's Sola El-Whaley. I'm probably messing up her last name, but she's the super talented chef. But she just seems like the nicest, most fun person you would ever meet.
Cool.
And I want to, if there's a way to nominate someone for probably the nicest person, most likable person on the internet, I think she may be it.
Yeah.
Like she's got these
rare.
Yeah. Like she's super fun and like she has all these incredible recipes and she just is so laid back and adorable about it.
Yeah.
And she has this little English bulldog named Clementine. And like her husband's a chef too.
Clementine.
Right.
Love it.
Yeah, like so I have been binging anything I can find with her. 'Cause she used to work for Bon Appetit. There was like a whole big thing about them like not paying their non-white chefs as much.
Oh,
and there was a big break with a lot of people.
Sure.
And so now like she's done stuff with like binging with Babish. She's done stuff with she was one I was watching last night was with the History Channel, and this bread that they found that was in Pompeii, like this like
loaf.
Yeah, that was, however, what's the word I'm looking for?
Petrified?
Sure, but like after like the, the volcano, whatever, but they were able to kind of remake it, and she was using all these like
get the fuck out of here.
It was super cool, and she made like a really quick goat cheese with it. And
quick sidebar: Pompeii, wasn't that the one where the volcano erupted? Everyone died as is, like immediately.
Yep.
And like a guy was jacking it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love Pompeii. I mean, really sorry for your terrible loss.
Yeah.
But way to go, Pompeii.
Yeah. That one guy was like, "This is what's gonna happen. This is how I'm going out."
Now, do you think he would have given two shits that would be the last image that hundreds of generations see evermore? Or he was like, I'm going out and I'm going out.
I think he's like, I'm going out how I want to go out.
I'm going out.
In a blaze of ecstasy.
Show.
ecstasy and agony all at once. Jesus Christ. But I don't think it probably ever crossed their minds that like in, hundreds, a couple thousand years later, people would be
couldn't.
Like, hey, look at that guy! Imagine. Look at that guy jacking it. Like,
I'm a meme.
Yeah.
There's no way they could have conceived.
No, absolutely
just like
not.
There's no way we can conceive of what's gonna happen hundreds of years after we're gone.
Exactly.
It's kind of a fucking mind twister, though.
Yeah.
I like to just kind of peek behind that curtain, but not for long or
no,
too deep.
No.
Because then it's like, whoa.
No, I'm not ever one of those people, and I don't think you are either. That wants to like drink and have these super philosophical
absolutely 100%
talks, and
my friends don't do it with me.
Oh,
sound
you do wanna do that.
every time.
Oh, no, I don't at
Deep,
all.
philosophical,
I don't
earth-shattering conversations.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
No, I wouldn't say that's my goal. I've had those, and some I've been appreciative for, others not. But, no. Now I think if I'm looking to get more than tipsy, then I'm looking for a fun time.
Yeah, I don't wanna, like, dive deep and
No, I don't wanna go into the dark recesses
no,
because
absolutely not.
they're there.
I don't wanna be there at all, like, ever,
No,
anywhere in
no,
my
no.
life, so, uh
I'll save that for my, non-existent counselor.
anybody wanna get free counseling sessions, hit us up. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, today we've got quite a movie.
I'm excited about this, Noe. I've wanted to talk to you about it since we finished it.
I have to we had to even
We
because
had to
we
censor
had to watch it
ourselves.
on Tubi, and Tubi, has commercials,
To
and
be sure. So sorry. I know, I'm disappointed.
oh my god, Tubi's got commercials, and so we would find ourselves starting to chat about the movie during, and then we're like, "No, we have to shut up. We gotta shut the fuck up." It's like we're ruining stuff. Like we're this is gold. We already started. Like we gotta stop.
Yeah,
We gotta
yeah,
stop.
that was the, I found that when I was, re-listening the, commercial gold that we can't fucking use because
Yeah.
it's like, "Febreze" in the background, really loud and obnoxious. Oh, shit, Samurai Cop. I've been looking forward to this for a long
We've
time.
been waiting to pull this. Like since you put it in, I think we've been excited about it. And
Yes.
every week, the sombrero was like, whatever you put in the week before, that's what we're gonna choose for you.
The sombrero's been something else this
It really
year.
has. It
It's
is
been slapping us in the face left and right. They're our own picks, so it's kind of like,
it's fine.
you chose this medicine.
Right. But we just thought maybe they'd come a little bit later. But
Right, or in some sort of varied way.
the sombrero will do what it will do.
Sombrero does as sombrero does. That's
Yeah.
true. But I'm going to say right off the bat, did not disappoint. Really looking forward to this recap.
Indeed.
So we should probably hop into that live watch intro.
Let's do it. Tonight's film is 1991's Samurai Cop. Brutal action adventure stars genre staples Robert Zadar, Matt Hannon, and Gerald Okamura. A cabal of Japanese mobsters known as the Katana Gang is taking over the streets of Los Angeles. With the regular police unable to stop them, it's up to the maverick cop, Joe the Samurai Marshal, to use his sword and martial arts expertise to bring the crooks down.
Wow, what?
I'm so excited.
So excited.
Fucking.
Ooh, I'm about to lose control and I think I like it.
Oh, no, no, no.
This has all the right ingredients for a perfect, real fun time.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the movie that we've kind of been longing to watch because we've had some
Some doozies.
some poopers.
We've had a great time with them. They've been great shows.
Right,
But
but
this, oh my goodness.
I think this is going to be
Buckle
what
in,
we've been looking
folks.
for. Yep.
You know what we should do?
Press play.
Oh, man.
Uh,
We should probably hop right into previews because I cannot wait to hear what you dug up.
all right. So,
My
yes.
friend,
Uh-huh.
we can't go into previews without the preview song.
Oh my God.
What do you, my friend?
The preview song. The preview song. Get those previews.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the real name.
Gotta mix it up. So one thing in the they call themselves the Katana Gang or whatever. This group of bad guys in the movie. But every time they said katana, I couldn't help but of course think about South Park, and there was an episode where there was like a katana fish, and every time he'd come on, they'd be like katana fish, and every in my head, every time they said katana, yeah, I was like Katana Gang.
It's gonna be for me now.
Good. I want you to be right there with me. All right, so Samurai Cop, 1991. It was made in 89, but it came out in 91. Director and writer Amir Shervan? I don't know.
Let's
Amir.
go with Shervin.
Sure. IMDb, 4.6 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, not applicable on the tomato meter.
Huh.
47% audience score.
I can see that.
Metacritic, no Metacritic score. And then 5.8 user rating.
Pretty good.
That's pretty decent.
Pretty good.
Yeah, and I feel like Metacritic's the toughest of all of
Yeah,
the.
they're very
Tends to
critical.
be.
And I will say, this guy came from Hollywood Royal Pictures.
Well, tip of the hat.
I do feel like tipping my hat a little bit.
All right, so this movie, okay, looking at the IMDb page, almost everybody in this movie that still had a picture up, this was one of the handful of movies they did. Nobody really went anywhere except for, and we'll talk about him, Robert Zadar.
Very few. Oh, that's a guy.
No, yeah, we didn't. Yeah, there was like one point we thought maybe Carl Weathers was in it, but it wasn't.
Yeah, upon the rewatch, I was like, "That's not
Carl
him."
Weathers. Yeah. So we had Matthew Caradas, but he was going by Matthew Hannon when he filmed this movie. He was our samurai cop.
Joe?
Yeah, Joe, the samurai cop. So the only things he was in were American Revenge, Samurai Cop 1 and 2.
Pardon?
2015.
Pardon?
We're gonna talk more about that later.
Oh my goodness,
I've got more things. Yeah. 2015, A Deadly Vengeance.
Putting it in the hat without even questioning it.
I'm going to. Don't you worry.
And that, my friend, is why we're partners.
And then he was in a documentary about some filmmaker, I guess the guy whoever directed Samurai Cop 2. I mean, he literally was in 6 things. Fun fact, your first one of the day, he was a former bodyguard for Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone?
Yes.
I can see them palling around.
Yeah, can't you?
For sure. In their little Speedos, high-fiving. Fucking doing the splits.
So strong.
Your thighs.
So Mark Frazier was the partner who we absolutely love.
Mark Frazier.
He made this movie.
Give him all the Oscars.
Yeah, he was great.
All the categories.
Again, it was in 3 or 4 things. That was it. Okay, we got to do a shout out to my boy Rick Garcia.
Okay.
And let me tell you why. Because of what they named him. He was Chuck, the penis grabbing henchman.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yep, I knew you would. And I had to mention that. And then lastly, we've got Robert Zadar, who
Whiteface?
Yeah, we referred to as Whiteface. And I felt kind of like a piece of shit about that. Sure. But then looking at his IMDb page, they said something about his enormous face. It's like, oh my God.
We're dicks. I fully accept and acknowledge it.
But he had 121 credits to his name when he passed away.
Really?
I think he died in
Bunch of 80s stuff?
Oh God, yeah. And there's another movie I want to throw on the sombrero at some point called Maniac Cop, which I guess that was like he was the Maniac Cop. But he's also in Tango and Cash, which I believe is in the sombrero right now. He was in a ton of stuff, obviously, 121 credits. But they were all, I mean, literally we could probably make a podcast of just his movies.
We probably could and will.
Yeah, and just like every week a new Robert Zadar film.
Wide face.
But yeah, that's pretty much all we've got. I mean, because there was really
not a lot of well-knowns here.
There was nobody in the movie.
And excellent previews.
But I do have a lot of fun facts to sprinkle in.
Little tidbits.
Indeed.
Delicious. Delicious popcorn kernels await.
The burnt kind that you can chew on.
Ow, my tooth. So what's going on is we get some pretty awesome opening credits.
They're pretty good. Immediately, you love the music.
Loved the music. The soundtrack, back on par for me. Back on par. And we meet a pretty colorful array of villains right away. We meet the whole gang. Redhead, Whiteface, the boss with a sweet shades
mullet.
And mullet, and they're scheming and shit, doing bad guy talks, And then we also quickly meet our two heroes. They're kind of like a buddy cop. I immediately got vibes of like Lethal Weapon, like a real a
Oh,
knockoff.
yeah.
Like so, I will confess, Snowy, that during the live watch, a lot went over me.
Uh-huh.
I missed a lot.
Really?
I was not confused. I was following along, but several details went right over my head. For example, Samurai Cop, his name's Joe something,
Joe Marshall.
and he's only been here with the force 1
A
week.
week.
And he's there specifically targeting the Katana Gang
Mhm.
because
Katana
they've
Gang.
been so much trouble.
Yes.
It astounds me that he's been there a week and that the fucking chief, I called him chief, the captain later, just keeps yelling at him and yelling at him. Like, he's been there 1 week and he's like, "You fucking figure it out." Oh man, but I guess they got him because he had been born and or he hung out in Japan for a while
He
and had
was
trained under all the
of the
masters.
Masters.
And so he was the guy for the job.
The captain, who we'll come to later, he was such a delight for
One
me.
of the best. One of the
So
best.
ridiculous, so angry, but also, like, a
Just
little hint of, like, fun, like
just a great guy. He's really sweet in the inside, but has to portray this real tough yelling and a lot of cursing.
yes.
So yeah, I would agree that captain's fucking gold.
Mhm.
Um crusty little outside, but soft little inside.
I like my cookies.
So that's gonna take us to our next one, and we're calling this calls for a celebration. The guys, the cops, they get word that there's a cocaine deal going down with these guys in this rad blue van.
The best blue van.
And those guys are actually part of the Katana Gang, right?
Yes.
I didn't realize that at first,
Mhm.
but I made that connection later. Then a lengthy and ridiculous car chase begins, and we get such gems as shoot, shoot him, go, 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 get him.
I felt like I was watching the movie again
It was
because you
asinine.
nailed it.
Oh man, the script.
The script, it was I think at one point you say, "This dialogue is something else." Uh, it was so rough.
Now, should we go ahead and talk about Samurai Cop's hair? Because I noticed it immediately, and here's the problem I had with it.
Mhm.
If it was immediate, like minute 6, I feel like it started
Uh-huh.
happening.
'Cause he had the baseball cap on, and we're like, "Look at that lady wig."
Yeah. It felt like to me like they filmed half of the movie and they were like, "Okay, this movie isn't going to make it. You know, we've made a terrible mistake. This will never see the light of day. Let's all go home." And then I don't know, 8 months later they were like, "Hey, we got more money."
Well, it's funny you should say that because I've got some information.
Please.
So, they wrapped shooting. 7 months later, Amir calls up a samurai cop and is like, "We have to reshoot some stuff." Well, turns out they were reshooting half the fucking movie.
That's what was so crazy to me, Snowy.
And what had happened was he'd cut his hair off. He'd cut all of his luscious locks off in the
Sure.
interim.
Because it was long.
And so Amir was like, "I'm gonna find you a wig." Well, it was like I'm gonna do a tryout for designing women luscious
Yeah.
lady wig.
Yes.
And he was like, "Look, I'm gonna wear this." He's like thinking that it was gonna be like long shots. It was gonna be, but it ended up literally being about
One
half the
scene
movie.
after the other.
Yeah, and in one scene would be his normal hair. The next scene would be it was really, really bad.
That became a fun little game for me where I would yell out, "Not his hair." As if it wasn't blatantly obvious. It was like whiplash inducing.
It was just so poorly done.
So they're on this chase, and it ends with one of the goons being completely engulfed in flames.
And I believe the only explosion that we get in the movie.
And it was lousy.
It was a very lackluster explosion.
Now, you did mention this was filmed in 89, but I'm going to say, based on the release date of 91,
Mhm.
that I will not count this against 80s explosions. This is technically a 90s explosion in my mind.
That's fair.
So the 80s are still unblemished when it comes to explosions. This was lackluster at
It was
best.
it was
It could have
bad.
been. It would have been fine without it.
The guy on fire was pretty fun, though.
That was
And
well
your
done.
reaction was pretty hilarious.
That was well executed. And then we go right into a terribly awkward sex scene.
Ugh.
And that's
so bad.
what is happening? It's taking so long for not knowing what the fuck's going on. What? He's just gonna start shooting in the middle of the street?
I like it.
Damn. Samurai cop. I'm assuming the guy with the long hair is a samurai cop.
Yes. I'm led to believe that
I
due
chase
to the
pursuit in a
trailers.
small neighborhood. I don't like it.
Yeah, there'd be children about.
My boxes. Oh shit! Is that Carl Weathers?
That sure did look like Carl Weathers.
That's fucking Carl Weathers.
Uh,
It can't be. He just died.
got him.
Plus, also, he was way famous when this happened.
Run him over.
He wouldn't be in this. Yes! Love this movie. Effects are genius.
Yeah. Say shoot him again. Yeah, I got the best. He said I got the bastard.
I thought he said I got his ass.
Oh, maybe. He didn't say I got the best. That's not what he said.
He sure didn't. That's the definitely wrong choice. Whoever choreographed this, on point. The dialogue.
You get him in his neck?
Tummy.
Oh, his tummy. And cooler if he got him in his neck. That guy is like, see y'all.
Good luck.
Like.
He's so can't believe it. Ugh,
How did it happen?
I missed.
How could I possibly have missed?
Oh, got him in the neck.
There's the neck one I was looking for.
Look at that sweet neck shot. What? That may be the first shitty 80s explosion I've seen.
Oh.
He is really on fire.
Stop, drop, and roll, bitch.
Right? Tiny. Oh, that was not the same extinguisher he had. Good for that stunt man. He was on fire.
Yeah.
Why is she talking like that?
I know. That's I'm going to talk like that during the recap.
I can't wait.
Oh, that's a celebration.
Oh. Sure enough. My goodness. Ugh.
Tongues. Ew.
They're not good at this.
This calls for a celebration. Like I meant.
Oh, this music is terrible.
It's 80s porn music.
Yikes.
I imagine her in this movie, or maybe her in general, having like an orgasm is like that girl in what was it? Forgetting Sarah Marshall, when she's like, oh, I just came.
Is that the girl that was flying the fucking helicopter?
Uh-huh.
Oh wow.
That's how she said it's time for a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
She just slide her panties to the side? Like what happened? Like she was wearing drawers. He's like, hold my hand.
her her acting right now is hilarious, but I'm so embarrassed.
Look, they don't seem like they're having a good time. Ew.
Terrible.
Some dude's
Ooh.
watching it. He's like, that's how it's done.
Oh Lord. He goes by Samurai Cop.
Good job, guys. This calls for a celebration.
If I could clap. Yeah. So the guys destroy everything downtown.
Yeah.
In the pursuit of the bad guys. They do catch them
They do.
and kill them,
Mm-hmm.
except for the one burn
He's
victim.
on fire.
Fire. What is that? Is that
Alicia Keys.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And then there's the lady cop in the helicopter who talks in this real sweet monotone.
Real low.
Yeah. I'm up here, guys.
Real even.
But here's what's so weird is that
Good job, guys.
she didn't talk like that necessarily later in the film. Like
No.
it wasn't, she had some inflection in her voice. But
maybe it's something happens when you're in a helicopter where, all the vibrations, you get real low, real serious. So they go after all the, oh no, it goes right into the sex scene.
Yeah. And it's blonde lady cop and samurai cop. And
is he in his little Speedo here?
Yeah. He's like in
he
like
loves
skivvies,
making out
like,
in his Speedo. It's his favorite.
Was so gross. And then
how would you describe this making out? Because I tried to describe it to the bros last night. It's like, like what a fish does? Like when you're looking at a fish in an aquarium and it's like it's just opening its mouth. All like over and over.
Yeah.
It was like that. But all over each other's faces and bodies. Like none of that was sensual.
The amount of like of unenjoyment they obviously had doing this scene, and actually, the guy at Samurai Cop had said like he pretty much immediately like hated filming this like from the jump, and he would purposefully act like do a really bad job acting, hoping they would reshoot it. Because the direction they were like, but
really, he sabotaged.
Yes. And they had no budget for this movie, right? They had like zero budget. And almost everything in the movie was done in one take.
Yeah. That I could absolutely see that.
But at this guy trying to like kind of give the movie and what was happening a chance, he would try to overact or act badly. Hoping
but they went for it.
And they were like, this is great. It's perfect. This is exactly what we were hoping for.
Done.
End scene.
Print.
Yeah.
I think that's really interesting because one of the things I think about a lot while we're watching these terrible movies is like, do they know the people creating it at the time that they're creating it? Like, do they know? Are they in on the joke? Or are they really trying for something
and they think
just
they are doing cinematic gold?
Way short.
Right. I don't know. We've questioned this before, and I don't know.
I would say in this case, it's... I don't know that they were in on the joke. I just think they didn't care.
Yeah, and I feel like we've said this before as well. They, whether it be time, budget, or just not giving a shit, whatever it is, they just don't give a shit.
Yeah. Which, I mean, how does that all work out? If they have shit budgets, do they get paid well to do this? Like, what's the incentive here? Just to be in the business?
Say you made a movie. I honestly don't know. Like, that's
so many questions. Producers of terrible films, reach out to us.
Please let us know.
Oh, man. So that's going to take us to our next one. And we're calling this one, I Want Bigger. And what's going on is the boss, the dude with the mullet, he learns about the cops busting the cocaine deal
Mhm.
and killing his dudes. He does not like this. Not
Yeah.
one bit.
And he's not gonna give anybody the chance to turn evidence on him.
No, no. He's thirsty for revenge. So he's gonna send his best guy. And who's that?
Wide face and redhead.
Whiteface and redhead, who happen to be a duo. You caught on to that right away. It took me a minute. Basically when they were fucking. I was like, oh my god. Too many sex scenes. I'm gonna say that.
And they were disgusting sex scenes.
And lengthy. It was like Nala's slow, deliberate kisses.
Don't you dare relate my baby sweet kisses to these sex scenes. How dare you?
So Whiteface happens to be a skilled samurai all on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I couldn't figure out is the boss a samurai? Like, did he teach Whiteface?
I don't think he taught wide face, but wide face, even his name, and like, he looks pretty Caucasian to me.
Yeah,
I'd say he's pretty Caucasian.
I'd say 99%.
And his name was like
not
yeah,
Caucasian.
No, it's like
oh, so the heroes, the cops, they go to the hospital because they're going to interrogate the burn victim. He's the
Mhm.
only surviving hooligan, and they got to figure out what's going on with the Katana Gang.
Katana Gang.
Katana Gang. Katana Gang. Katana.
Oh
Gang.
my god, yeah, yes.
Oh shit. I hate him.
He's the worst.
Samurai Cap sucks.
Girl, you were allowing yourself to be treated like trash.
Oh, so cute. It's a mighty baton there, mister. Yikes. Is he wearing jean on jean?
I think so. He's real into that.
You know how I feel about jean on jean.
Canadian tuxedo.
Hi.
How is he? Do you think he'd be able to answer a few questions?
No way, his lips are burned.
So what?
No way.
Next time, guys, catch him in one piece.
Thanks, nurse.
The doctor's real sassy around here.
I love what I see.
Would you like to touch what you see?
Oh.
Yes, I would.
Would you like to go out with me?
Yes, I would.
He's super unimpressed.
Would you like to fuck me?
Oh my god!
Bingo.
Well, then let's see what you've got.
Right now?
Doesn't interest me.
Oh shit.
Nothing there.
Nothing there?
Exactly.
What would interest you? Something the size of a jumbo jet?
Have you been circumcised?
Yeah, I have. Why?
Well, your doctor must have cut a big portion of it off.
No, he was a good
Happening right now.
Good doctors make mistakes too. That's why they buy insurance.
Hey, don't worry. I got enough. It's big.
I want bigger.
I
Have you been circumcised? Shut up.
Amazing. That scene was amazing. He just got rejected for being too small.
I think that was great.
Remember, no one goes in the room
High
except the
fives
doctor.
all
Got it?
around.
Okay, Joe. All right, let's go.
Way to go, crazy fucking doctor lady.
And then did you see like next to the patient room was like dental whatever, like, and it had a doctor's name like and DDS. That's not I hate
I
this.
didn't notice that because I was too busy adoring all the reactions from his buddy.
I have to make sure I
That's
find
like
a picture
an
of that.
SNL skit.
Seriously, it was.
Everything that happens at the hospital is gold.
It really was. But this whole like 2-3 minute interaction just to make this outlandish small dick joke.
Yes.
And I don't know if you caught this or not on your rewatch. I caught it the first time around, and it comes back up later for the partner who his facial expressions. That's when it really like the first time we see them during this
He's
interaction.
going for gold
They're incredible.
and winning.
But he pretty much, when she discounts Samurai and she's like, "Your dick too small, son," old boy is like, sticks his head out, and he was to pretty much be like, "I got a big dick," which him having a package comes up later in the film.
Really? I totally missed that.
It was such a weird thing to put in, and for this nurse, doctor, whatever she
This
was,
doctor was sassy and living life by her terms.
that's the truth.
I loved her. She went up to, she was like, "Hey, you like what you see?" And they start
Do you wanna
flirting
touch
like
me?
that.
Yeah.
Right? And then she's like, "You want to fuck me?" And I was
we were both like,
"Whoa."
"Oh my goodness!"
It's
Yeah,
escalated quickly. And so he was like, "Yeah, I want to fuck." And she's like, "Well, let me check it out." And fucking goes and checks it out. And it's like, nah.
grabs his junk. I was like, "Thank you, no." And he's like, "What do you want, a jumbo jet?" And she's like, "I want bigger, son.
I want bigger.
Just size queen." Like, good
Oh,
lord.
she had crazy eyes. That chick's trouble. That doctor's trouble. You want to stay on her good side.
He's probably lucky that she didn't want him.
Oh, they deserve each other. This guy's been in town 1 week. He's fucked everyone in this town. What town is this?
Like Hollywood or something, LA. Like, and
They play on that quite a bit.
Mhm.
Him being a Casanova. If you
yeah,
will.
and he's rather disgusting. 'Cause
He's
some of the things that
gross.
he says in front of let's celebrate, in front of like, her, like he really disrespects her, and I
He's
get it's the
terrible to
80s, get it's a
her.
different time,
Terrible
but
to
like
her.
just looking like now, you're just kind of like, that's just rude.
And she's just like, and
And
takes
plays
it.
yeah, and it
Takes it
sucks.
right on the chin.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like you're gonna say something. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna comment that he was a good-looking guy, but his attitude and his fucking way of being was such a turnoff
Yeah, yeah.
for being our guy, our hero, the samurai cop. I'd much rather his partner be the samurai cop. I thought his partner
Yeah,
was
his partner
gold.
was so great. Like, he was just so funny. Clearly did not give a two shits
about anything.
anything. Like, it was just a casual stroll.
I'm on the
about-
clock, so whatevs.
I guess.
Right, Captain? You want to kiss my forehead? I'm going to kiss yours. That was an adorable little scene, though, when he kisses the captain, and the captain feigns all angry, and,
he's so
then he
angry,
closes the door,
and
and
he
he's
grins
like,
great
cute. She's
big.
like, my boys.
So funny. It's so unexpected.
I wanted to pinch his little
Yeah, I like
cheeks.
that.
And basically, wide face, in the most hysterical way possible, infiltrates the hospital.
With the redhead.
She's pushing him around in this cart.
And
Oh,
this,
what
like-
about the Italian cop? Her security guy.
Who-
Yeah. So
It's like, why are you
basically,
even there, bro?
such a waste of time. And so she's pushing this little cart, and the cart is small.
And
And
he's
wide face,
gigantic.
he's like a WWE type wrestler guy. He's huge.
Yeah, he's 6'2".
And he's scrunched into this tiny cart.
Like a
where
laundry
He
cart.
emerges like, "Doo," like a weird one of those like Jack in the Box, but
Those
not
terrifying
but like
ones?
slow, like. And he's got his little samurai sword. Now, I noticed that it was small, but I'm thinking it's just that he's so big.
That's
Because
that's
when
possible.
Samurai Cop had his samurai sword, it looked like a normal size, but in that giant's hands, it was just like a knife.
But I felt like when the two of them end up going like head to head later in the movie,
Head to head,
it's-
but 30 feet apart.
Yes. but size wise, I felt like they weren't that far off in size. It was
Yeah.
just that his head is so gigantic. Like it almost looks like he had plastic surgery to have like a
Bigger
Gaston like chin put in.
So he emerges from that tiny little cart and fucking
Decapitates old boy.
yeah, gives this Katana Gang.
Katana Gang.
They're not playing around. They're not fucking
No.
around. Took him out. Didn't
Yeah.
want him to talk.
Nope, not gonna do it.
Okay, so after the hospital scene, which is my favorite scene, that whole segment's my favorite of the movie. The bad guys want to celebrate, right? So
Mhm.
they go to their favorite spot, this cool ass restaurant owned by some snazzy lady.
I think her name was Jennifer, I think.
And I think she was dating the boss.
She was doing something with the boss.
Or
He was giving her
into
trinkets.
He was into her, and maybe they hadn't consummated, but he had his eye on restaurant owner. So they're over there celebrating, and I don't remember how Samurai Cop and
Partner. I don't even know the
what is
partner's
the
name.
partner's name?
I don't know. I've called him partner.
called him partner the whole
Yeah.
time. They get wind that they're over at the restaurant, and they go over there to intimidate the boss. There's a big fight.
There's a big ridiculous fight.
Yeah, and lots of lame insults being thrown back and forth. And I'm not sure what happens directly after the fight. Does Samurai Cop and the guy they leave?
I think so.
They're like,
feel like
okay,
they
we're
go
gonna
back.
come here and threaten you and have a shootout,
Okay.
but then we're gonna bounce. Like nothing makes sense. What was the point?
There was none.
They weren't trying to arrest anyone or do
No, they just-
anything. They were
Oh.
posturing.
Yes. Samurai Cop does give this incredible speech about like
Oh.
the hardworking Japanese in
You're
this
right.
country and something and you and your
We'll let you-
secret Swiss bank accounts.
We'll let you
and,
come here, but only if you're good Japanese.
Yeah, and apparently that scene he actually ended up doing to a lamp and a chair. He was in a room by himself when he gave that speech.
Get out of here. That makes it so much better.
And I will say before that, when Wideface and Redhead were trying to leave the hospital,
Mhm.
and there were all these different people stopping them, and they're like, "Hey, doctor, wait!" And then he just fucks them up, right? And then it's like, "Doctor, excuse me," and it kills them. And
Hey,
you
wait
and
a minute.
yeah, and hey, wait a minute. And you and I commented, we're like, "Why does everybody sound the same?" It's because he wasn't going to pay those actors to do it, so it's actually the director's voice.
It is the one guy.
It's the
saying
one,
it,
yeah,
'cause
multiple times.
The punchline for me was, let's get, hey, wait a minute, in there 5 times. But how? No problem.
I got
We'll
this.
just get different goons to go in there.
Hey, wait a minute. And then they take off in their car. Another real fun
That's
fact
right.
is, so like I said, there was zero budget for this. This movie had no budget.
And do you have any idea what it made?
I did not look at that. Because really it made nothing. And then
Kind of.
what happened when it was released on DVD in I believe 2004, that's when it took off.
Cult classic.
Yes, that's when it got the status that it has now. But everybody pretty much wore their own clothes and almost everybody drove their own cars during the movie.
I love that. I wish I would have known it during the viewing because I had a lot to say about. He had a Canadian tuxedo
He
at one
did.
point.
He did.
Partner
wonder if those
just
are
had
his
a.
Speedos.
I'm gonna say no because they were so ill-fitting. Oh man, so that's gonna
Ridiculous.
take us to our next one. Now we're calling this one.
The Lion, the Hoe, and the Samurai.
What's going on here, Snowy?
So when they had crept up on the Katana Gang having that luncheon, there was a woman the sassy lady that owned the restaurant beside the mulleted leader,
The blonde. Mhm.
and he was all like, "Ooh, who's that?" Like he literally
the
threatened
samurai cop.
Yeah,
immediately.
he threatened the gang. The lawyer's like, "I'm the lawyer. You talk to me."
That's right. That guy that we were like, what's this guy even doing with
and
the
then there was
gang?
the sassy little Mexican waiter or whatever that was like,
Yes, he was
We're so
Like, smoking a
ridiculous.
cigarette.
And he's like, "Oh, she is the owner." Like
Spilling all the beans.
all the tea. He had every bit of tea, and he was ready to like let whoever know
He was
about
like,
it.
they're together. He was like, oh.
So Samurai Cop decides he's gonna be in the neighborhood and come back and show up in her office. Which, by the way, after 17 years of working in restaurants,
That's not an office you would ever have in
ever.
this restaurant.
You don't see those in
But beyond
restaurants.
the ridiculousness of the office, there was this one item.
There was this, I don't know if it was like a paper mache and yarn lion that somebody's kid made in like
Those words.
arts and crafts.
Paper mache yarn lion.
And she had it as the focal point of her office decor.
And not only did she have it as the focal point, the director
was like, we have to get this in every shot we
Every
possibly
shot.
can. And I mean, I'm surprised she wasn't like stroking it behind her as she like said her monologue. Absolutely. We had a great time with it. And
so much fun.
But yeah, so he's macking on her and she's just shutting him down left and right. She's like, I can't,
He's not
I got
taking
work.
no for an answer.
No. And she's like, how about Sunday? She's like, I got church, son.
Very stalkery.
Mm-hmm.
Real hair again.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Conversation.
Stalker.
You know, when we're having it,
Right.
people in the restaurant.
You're a police officer.
Ah, that lion.
Questioning is
That lion's ridiculous.
With my visit today.
It looks like it'd be a great cake topper.
Why?
100%. Maybe from like her when she was 10, it was on a cake, and she's like, I'm gonna keep this forever.
Love it.
They talk.
Just what they call you.
They talk.
They're not my friends. He's been helpful to my mother and I.
Why did they think they needed to include that? In that
My father passed away. My mother and I buried him in $400,000.
somebody's kid did that, and they were like, we're gonna showcase your art.
Because you could say he owns the restaurant now.
It's prominent. Like what? She's sitting beside it like
She starts
that.
stroking it. She explains it behind her, and she's like,
Take the hint, guy.
yeah, she's not
Why?
interested. These bitches don't want
She
you.
said no.
Tomorrow's Friday, and that's one of our busiest
Oh,
days.
back to the lion.
All right, Sunday. Sunday it is.
Church. Besides, Sunday's
All
my
day.
birthday.
Oh, Sunday's your birthday?
What? Look, Psycho.
The Episcopal Church. See you later.
You think he shows up at church?
100%.
Gross. That lion starts talking, I'm gonna freak out. Good job, Jennifer.
He didn't get the hint, did he? All right.
Circle of life. Oh God. that
This
fucking
fucking lion. And the stalker ass cop.
He's so stalkery.
No means no. We were talking during the like re-listening to this, and she's like, "Oh, my bookkeeper's coming by," and simultaneously, she goes, "I gotta wash my hair." I was like, "I gotta clean out my closet."
Like, get the hint.
Yeah,
guy.
like I don't want your dick.
And
And then when he's like,
bookkeeping comes first, you don't have a shot.
"No," and then he's like, "Oh, what church do you go to?" And she says it, and he's like, "Oh, the Episcopal Church. Like that's a good
Oh,
church."
Yeah,
Like,
I know that one.
Their sacramental wine is delish.
Those are some nice pews.
Yeah. Those wafers, mwah.
Candles out the ass. Oh man, Samurai Cop, you're a creep.
Such a creep.
I'm gonna say right away, I don't like Samurai Cop.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Absolutely love the partner. Absolutely love the chief, the
Mhm.
captain. I would even say I prefer to know more about Whiteface
Yeah,
than fucking Samurai Cop. He's the worst.
the worst. He's probably the worst character in this movie, and he's the title character. Like,
Old Joe. So the heroes, the cops, they get a tip where one of the bad guys is holed up,
Mhm.
which this is the bald henchman with
Which
the
we initially at the very beginning of
mustache.
the movie thought was the
He
bad.
was the bad guy.
Yeah, and then Mullet came in. We're like, oh,
He's got very big boss vibes.
yeah, for sure.
And this fight was kind of big boss fight. Much more so than I would say with the boss. I don't
Yeah,
remember what happens to him, to be completely honest.
I don't either.
But the samurai cop and the partner go and clear the house, have the fight, and the blonde pilot stays back with like another cop. Remember,
Mhm.
he was way in the back in the bushes,
And he was talking like the guy was like 10 feet behind him, up a hill, past us like like a half wall, and Samurai Cop is talking to the street with this guy like in the opposite direction. We're like,
and
he
he's like,
can't
"Hey!"
hear you.
This is also the guy that you were convinced was blowing coke throughout the entire
Oh
film.
yeah, that was
filming
his
because
nose looked pretty cokey.
he had
It
coke
did.
nose.
He had coke nose.
And he was like older, and Samurai Cop has had like they tried to be creative with some of their shots, particularly this one through the trees, and then there's later one where it's a big confrontation, but they're shooting as if you know that thing that you have here sometime with the naked people like
Oh, uh-huh.
dancing or
Yes,
whatever.
the statue. Hmm.
They try to shoot through that. So that's like the main focal point. Everything else is like blurry and like
Yes, like trying to be artistic and just failing miserably.
it's so bad. But yeah, so they break in, and then Samurai Cop and the bald guy have the slowest, most boring, poorly choreographed fight. It took forever. I fucking
Do you
hated
want to know
it.
why it was so poorly choreographed?
I do.
Because it was done about 15 minutes prior to shooting.
This fight is so long and stupid. Samurai Cop says nothing, but we hear a lot of.
So dumb. It's so fucking dumb.
But when you mention that there was no money, that means these guys were told, fight now. I mean, what?
And they were like, this seems right.
I almost love that more. I'm like, what should we do with this fight scene? You're gonna say in about 50 different ways, and then I'll do some weird arm movements, and
Mhm.
then my partner will shoot you with a gun.
Yeah,
Good.
perfect.
So yeah, they're kind of making their way through the henchmen right now, right?
Yes.
Who's left? Whiteface and the boss,
And that's pretty much it.
Redhead.
Yeah. And then they've got like some disposable henchmen that we meet in a few, like here shortly.
That's right. And that's going to take us to our next clip. We're calling this one Carpet Don't Match the Drapes. And what's going on here, Snowy?
Would you like to hear my notes?
I would love to hear your notes.
Yeah, they banging. Revealing for church. Extended stay. They poured oil on her. They are gonna cut his junk off. Big dick energy.
There's so much going on. All I'm going to say is that the oil part is not as sexy as it sounds.
No.
In fact, quite the opposite. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Full frontal. Oh, that's the big white face
Yep.
guy.
I knew it.
He's fucking the boss's lady?
No, that's the redhead.
I thought that was the boss's lady.
No.
Is the boss's lady a blonde?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
That's the one that was like, has been with him, and they were looking like, oh, they have like, looking at each other like they're gonna bang.
Yeah. We were right. Right about
Make
that
sure to cut-
banging.
Ew. Oh,
Ugh.
God. I know. Ugh.
Shakes. How do you know it was the boss?
Are they there?
There's no
They'll be
caller
on their
ID.
way.
Look, she's not a natural redhead.
Did he get a haircut or? Maybe a ponytail.
Yeah, there it is. Is he going to church?
He's gonna go get him some.
She wore that to church?
It is.
I mean, her nips really out in that attention. Like,
A little revealing for church.
a little bit.
Oh, they're gonna do it, huh?
He's
Is
been
this
here for a week.
appropriate police procedure?
He said he's been there for like a week and a half. And he's already got a house set up that he owns. No, you don't. You're a renter at best. Lucky you're not staying in
That
an
was
extended stay.
Way before Airbnb.
Yeah.
Is he in love with his boss?
Maybe.
He looks at him a lot.
Like he adores him.
Intensely stares at him.
Wow.
The fuck is that?
What's he?
That's a lot of trouble.
What's he? What was
You
he
know what?
counting?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Is that a chicken?
This chicken, I have a name.
I'm not
You
impressed.
know, I'd come home with you.
Oh, Christ.
Oh my god. I like the outfit he chose.
Yeah, it's pretty good,
Oh my
bad
God.
guy outfit. Oh my god! What were those called? Those little...
Papasan chairs.
So you can't do next time.
I feel like every dorm had one.
Oh, I definitely did.
And I want to know now. I don't know.
My sister had one, and I had hers
We're
for
not
a
good
while.
friends.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Not cool,
No, that's not
man.
okay.
Not cool. Ugh, that guy's gross.
Leave her alone, damn it! I
Ew.
swear, I don't know
Not
where
that
he
many
lives.
pieces, but
Who knows?
still.
Please look frank or
Don't do anything
the girl
foolish.
cop.
That sucks. Oh, man. Done for.
well,
He's giving it all he's got, that actor.
he was.
Why is he handling his gun like that?
Good.
What a fucking psycho.
You get the information, you give it to me.
Oh, my.
Oh, well, he's in a little Speedo.
Yeah.
He's very bronze.
Very brown.
It's a good thing he had a bathing suit for her to borrow.
Yeah, it's fucking... What a stroke of luck.
Definitely need some strokes happening.
Wow, guys.
Oh
The
no.
partner. Surely they won't kill him. Did he take his towel off and then look at him?
He said, "You want some information about my butt?" So, we have full frontal from Redhead.
Full frontal.
She
And that's when we realized that
the car pants don't match.
they
those
don't
drapes.
match.
She and Wide Face have a gross sex scene where he
Ugh.
gets a phone call that he answers during sex. Which
From
have
the
you
boss.
ever answered a phone call during sex?
No, probably not.
Oh, I have.
It
It's-
seems like something you might do.
Why'd you move away like I was gonna hit you?
I'm scared.
Hilarious, because it is kind of on brand for me. Like, especially when it's not that good, and I'm just like, I have
That's good to know. That's a tip. A tip for you Columbos out there. / Matlocks. We don't discriminate.
Either or. Yes, and the person got very upset with me.
Sure. I'm gonna say that if
Actually,
someone
that's happened a couple times. Actually,
picks up a call while I'm with them, I would have.
And I was like, "It's
things to
important.
say.
I have to take it."
It's not that important. We can stop this forever. I'm a
Hilarious.
jealous lover.
Gentlemen, take note.
So he gets interrupted by the boss.
And then tells, you have to go do something. And then they go after everybody because they're looking for Samurai Cop.
That's
Who-
right. They start systematically going after everybody. And in
So
fact,
so
they kill.
they kill the
The
Coke
guy-
Nose and his
Coke Nose.
wife. And then they go after let's
Blondie.
celebrate. They go after her and they dump oil like hot she's
That was
cooking.
terrible.
She's cooking and they hold her down and dump the hot oil on her stomach and she's like, "Wah!" And it's such a
She's
terrible
all you have to do is tell me what I need to know, and then this will all stop. She's like, okay.
and
then
they're
he's
like, great, thanks for the info. Scorch your skin. Never gonna wear a midriff again, bitch.
No, that's it. No,
Like
that's
it
it
was
for that.
terrible. And then they go after the partner. Now this is when the whole big junk thing comes back in. So the partner has gotten out of the shower and they rip off his towel and he's like, what the hell? And you don't see anything, but the guy kind of looks at it like, did he just look at his dick? Like,
this is it. Don't they make some weird comments
something
about
like, I'm gonna cut off your gift. So obviously he was supposed to be well endowed. And then Samurai Cop is making us fantastic fucking faces. Then Samurai Cop is off with good old Jessica, Jennifer, whatever. He's supposed to have been here for a week.
He's completely forgotten about Pilot. Now he's a ladies' man. That's been established. Everywhere he goes that there may be a woman, he's trying to fuck him.
100%. And of course, stupid ass Jennifer Jessica with the lion in her office, she is totally swayed by him. And so then there's a gross sex scene with Samurai Cop and Jennifer Jessica, whatever the bitch's name is.
They finally hook up at the beach, right?
Mm-hmm. And because it's for her birthday, and clearly, apparently, she doesn't have any plans with friends.
That's right. He brings her a cake,
and has this whole like setup, and he's got his house, and I'm like, bitch, at best, you'd be in an extended stay. Like
At
you would
best.
not have this like,
No.
this is your house, and he's like, yes. And it's stupid, and I hate it.
It can't be a birthday without a cake.
And
Speaking
then
of birthday cakes,
Mhm.
how do you feel about an ice cream cake?
I love ice cream
A
cake.
Fudgy the Whale cake?
I don't.
Okay.
No. I love. You were so sweet though. You were so excited about Fudgy the Whale. I don't know what
Fudgy
that
the
is,
Whale.
but I probably would very
Maybe
much like
one
it.
or two of our 5 listeners might know.
Yeah. Of the
But
3
next-
of you, tell us who loves a Fudgy the Whale
Your
cake.
next birthday, I'm bringing you a Fudgy the Whale.
Please
It's an ice
do.
cream
Great.
cake.
I love it.
Mhm.
I love cake. Now,
Same.
the one cake that I don't particularly care for is your favorite. You love chocolate cake.
Love a chocolate cake.
I'm not a big chocolate cake fan.
Chocolate on chocolate, layered by chocolate, smashed on top of chocolate.
Now, I love German chocolate cake because the coconut icing, that's where
In
it really
the
gets
middle,
me.
even
Mhm.
a tri-layer.
Yeah. So good.
Couple middles and then a thick top.
I do like a thick coat of icing. I don't need any of that whipped shit. I want that fat lard icing. I want that like just good.
It gets in your teeth.
Yeah, like I'm gonna get mad
You can
cavities.
taste the sugar.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
Walmart cake. I love it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Where was I? Oh yes, cake. But I love cake.
Oh yes, cake.
Oh, the funfetti cake.
I've woken up like that. Cake.
Red velvet.
I
love
a
a
red
cookie
velvet,
cake. I love
but
cookie cake.
with a cream cheese.
Oh, cream cheese all day.
Frosting.
That's there's no other way.
That's the same for carrot cake. It's
What
gotta
else?
be cream
What
cheese.
what sick son of a bitch made you something different?
Look, mistakes have been made. It's been some of those deli cakes.
They'll do you
where-
wrong
Where
sometimes.
it's labeled carrot or red velvet,
Yeah.
but the icing's not right.
Yeah, no, you have to do cream cheese. My mom makes a real good cream cheese frosting.
I bet.
It's so good.
Oh shit! I bet she'd just make me a fucking bag of it. And I
She
could
would.
just
She would.
right into my mouth.
You got to come up for a couple days for Memorial Day weekend. You got to.
There's no way around it.
No, you can't.
So that's going to take us to our next one, and we're calling this one Undercover Cop. So the samurai cop and the restaurant owner lady, they hook up as we talked about, and then white-faced henchman, he's torturing cops left and right, trying to
Mhm.
get to samurai cop. And the chief, the captain, finally gives the guys the go-ahead. Because he's kind of been holding them back.
He tells that. What does he say to them? Do you recall the line?
I don't.
It's something like let it not let it rain blood. Let it.
That's right. It's close.
It's
though.
something very
He was
close to
like,
that.
Destroy everything.
Yeah, kill them all.
Kill them all.
Kill every one of them.
The Chief's had it. He's getting too old for this shit.
He did. He is. I'd really like to tell you what my notes are for this because even reading them made me kind of like giggle.
I'm into it.
This bitch crazy. Drea has Dory memory. Bad puns. Chunky henchman. Luke. Ooh, ducks.
I love that last one. Ooh, dogs. That's very on brand for me. I'm easily distracted.
She just was involved in a shootout and she is real chipper.
Hey, Mom. Well, she got some of that sweet, sweet samurai cop action. Filled her on up. Mhm.
Gross.
She knows that guy?
Yeah. Remember she was the one sitting beside him early on with the Blue Lagoon.
Completely
Oh my
forgot
God.
that.
Now you're talking. All right.
Now they're totally on board.
Let's kill everybody.
Anything that moves. What's the partner gonna do?
Why did you come under?
I'm an undercover cop.
Oh, Christ.
That ruined his character.
Yeah. That was terrible, 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 terrible. How long do you think he sat in the car thinking of that joke as the character?
Like, he's been waiting to say it. He thought about it years earlier and has been waiting for the opportunity.
to crawl under just the right
Yeah.
fence. Not his hair.
Do we need a
Wow.
replay of that?
We absolutely do. Not his
Now we have
hair.
a wig on again. Like, what
Ooh,
did
that's
he do?
a chunky
Like-
henchman. I love how he ran away. Ooh.
Buddy, you can hide behind that
see
tree.
me. Can't see me.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh. Is he gonna get it off? Is he gonna get that shot off? Oh no,
Mm.
couldn't make it.
Oh, his hair is particularly lovely and curly.
Not his hair. Oh, look at that painting in the back with the ducks.
A bloodbath. Don't leave anybody alive. That's what he said.
Don't leave anybody alive.
Nobody.
He's done fucking around.
Yeah.
The chief is done.
Can't deal with it. Kill them all.
This final showdown, sloppy, long, poorly shot. What a mess.
So, again, with the whole the no budget thing, a couple of the guys brought their own weapons because they had them. And one of the reasons it was like you saw like individual henchmen with guns because they had to take turns borrowing guns.
Awesome.
So it
It was a shit show, literally.
now, is there one thing in this movie that you noticed that never happened? Besides, like, good acting.
Coherent plot. Let's see. There was fights, explosions, sex. No, what happened?
It was never nighttime.
Never dawned on me.
They couldn't afford lighting, so everything was shot during the day.
Sure. That's my kind of movie. Daytime movie, guys. Oh, man. So where's the showdown happening? Is this at White Faces? The bosses?
I think it's the bosses.
Because this is where we get the line that I named the clip after, where Samurai Cop, he's hopped over the fence with his Canadian tuxedo.
Mhm.
And then
That was his.
suddenly, that's hilarious. That's his.
That's his option.
Suddenly, the camera pans down and it's the partner squirming underneath the fence. And Samurai Cop's like, Why did you go? Why did you come under the fence? And he says, I'm an undercover cat.
Which just infuriated me.
You were like, that ruined everything.
I hate it.
His whole character's done. And it was terrible. But man, was it a memorable. He even did like a pose afterwards. Like,
I'm loving it.
Oh, God. So here we are at the end, Snowy. What's happening in this one is it's the final showdown between undercover cop and whiteface. They're the last men standing.
Last ones.
But it had such gems as the wide shot that shows them like 100 feet apart, like
A football field
like an
apart,
old
ready to
Western,
go.
where you have to draw because there's bullets
like
involved.
he-eyeing, like, oh, like, stop
Dude,
it, white dudes.
He slides his katana on inside of his arm. Like, it's just so fucking
The last
ridiculous.
of the Katana Gang.
Katana Gang.
Ridiculous.
After the fight, Samurai Cop chooses his lover. And who does he end up with?
He chooses Jennifer Jessica of restaurant fame.
Jennifer Jessica of restaurant fame. My favorite description of any character so far. Oh,
can we talk
man.
about real quick? So when she comes back, like after like they bang the one time they've hung out one day, she comes back. Her mom's in the manager's office, and she's like, "Where have you been?" And she's like, "I'm in love." And I was like, "You're crazy. You're cuckoo.
You guys are made for each other. You fucking weirdos."
Yeah. Awful. And then like she's like, "Let's go home," and I'm like, "You don't live there."
That's right. Ready to go home?
Ready to go home? Or home. It's so crazy. Just like a bitch.
Oh
Like,
my God. And we're calling this one, I don't think you're ready.
Vote this jelly.
It's kind of a dangerous way for you to hand me my sword, I'm going to be honest. In the future, let's go ahead and do a non-throwing.
What the fuck was that Tarzan in the jungle shit that guy just did? And old boy was not impressed.
Oh, I think that is his hair. It is time to show you why I am the samurai cop. I would love if he was like doing the wrong edge. They're so far apart.
They're like a football field apart.
Oh,
It all
you
comes
can't
down
handle
to
all
two
this
white guys.
jelly. Yeah, right? Oh, look at all my face acting. Oh, yeah. Look at my arm acting. Amazing, though. Amazing. So fucking dumb.
I will say, Samurai Cop, his physique is way better than Wideface.
Yeah, he's got nice pecs, good arms.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a great body. Like,
oh wow, guys!
wow. You know the old samurai technique. Now he's got the...
Not his hair.
I don't understand the wig thing. Is he like, I can't get my beautiful hair messed up, so I have to dig his eyes out, dig his eyes out.
The thumbs and the eyes. Why did he stop?
He's a bitch.
What was? That's a weird way to punch someone to go like this.
Oh, like I got your nose? Was that? I thought that's what. He's like, I'm gonna kick your ass with your own nose, buddy.
That's how a samurai does it. Little known fact. Oh, we forgot our swords, but they're back now. Oh, wow. This is unbelievable.
Like, I love how their captain was like, leave a bloodbath.
Yeah, what? That's not a thing. That's not a move. That's not a move. Did he break his neck? Because he shouldn't be
It
moving.
doesn't seem like he did. I am
You gotta
the
kill
the
yourself.
Bushido.
Oh,
It's gonna
decapitation.
take off his head.
It's a cop. Isn't that illegal? Oh, yeah. Good thing you were here to remind me. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna get him.
I was gonna get himself.
For honor.
Oh my god. I like how fast that took him out too. Like,
He knows just where to.
yeah.
Are they gonna be making out on the ocean?
Where's that
Oh
burned
my
girl?
God. It had to end on a sex scene. We didn't have enough
Are
of
they gonna
these.
try to bone on the rocks? Please no.
That's how you get nice and hard.
I think it scrapes.
Owie, my elbows.
Right? That would
Does not look comfortable.
no. It's real sensual music.
They're so gross.
And you see her lips press out, and she goes. Fuck this movie.
There's not enough time to cover everything that just happened. Oh, glorious. So they have the final fight where there's a lot of grunting.
So much grunting. Like, I wonder if that's when they tried out for the movie, their audition. I was like, let me hear you grunt a few times.
Let
Give me
me
a
see
couple
your whitest face.
generic.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I guess Samurai Cop wins the day.
Yeah.
He kills everyone.
Mhm.
He almost kills Whiteface.
Then Whiteface kills himself.
That's right. The partner's like,
That's
no,
an honor.
Joe, you're a cop.
And he's like, oh yeah, I guess so. I suppose.
So Joe's been able to come in about a week and a half, solve the entire Katana Gang situation.
Katana Gang.
Katana Gang.
We should try out for the next Gregorian Monks chant CD.
Absolutely.
I think that would
I don't
be-
even think we need to try out.
They should just accept
We'll just
us.
make the next one.
Oh, okay, I like that. Even better.
Yeah. We know people. We're at the end here. We've made it
We
through.
are.
And what an adventure. What a time and a half. But let us go on to our live launch final thoughts. Wow. Samurai Cop.
That was quite an experience.
It was glorious and terrible all at the same time. Sometimes painfully so.
Yeah, there were
It
some parts
felt
that were really not good.
Excruciatingly long, too.
So long. The movie was so long.
It's only an hour and a half.
It felt like it was 4 hours long.
It did at
It was like
times.
Titanic long.
It did at times.
Like, I feel like I need to put in the second VHS tape. Like,
Yes. Time for intermission.
oh man.
Wowie snowy. I think we gotta go right on to real talk.
Yeah.
We've got some stuff to say.
Wasn't a ton of merit in this movie. Like, I had a good time with it. Like, there was definitely was laughter to be had, ridiculousness to be seen.
It was
Um,
fun.
It was fun.
It's the kind of movie we want to see in this podcast.
Yes.
I
mean, it was
wouldn't
exactly,
say
yeah.
it was for me a 5 reel experience.
No.
But definitely a fun time. Really glad we watched it.
Another one in the books.
Yeah. I think we got to rate this one.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I had some trouble
Mhm.
figuring out where I was going to land here.
Right.
There was times where I was like 4.0 and there was times when I was like 1.0.
Fair. Okay.
It was uneven for me.
Right. It's
So
a lot of back and forth.
I'm going to land at a solid 2.5.
I'm also landing at a 2.5.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can't justify going higher than that.
No, I wanted it to be a 3.
I wanted the movie to be a 3.
And I
But-
think that it got close in some ways, but not enough for it to really earn that 3.0.
Yeah. Worth a laugh and a watch with friends.
Absolutely.
Worth a purchase. Worth it.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend money on it.
Yeah.
If someone has it and
Yeah.
we want to throw it on.
You throw it on Tubi.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Glad we covered it. Had
Yes.
fun. And so we should say that if I went 2.5 and you went 2.5,
That
then
means
that's
the-
8.2.
Nope. It's 2.5.
God, so close.
Just every time.
One of these days.
So typically right now we would do sombrero
we
picks.
head on to sombrero, but
We're going to stop.
guess what?
Flip it. Reverse it.
Hammer time.
Next month is Shark Week month.
It's happening.
We are super excited. I don't know that we've been as excited about any of our special stuff as this.
No, this is the
Because
pinnacle of excitement.
This is
for
what
me.
brought us all together. Like this is, by all I mean just Treya and I, but
That's it.
larger than life. What can we say? Like a Backstreet Boy song.
Yeah, this really started the whole thing, and I'm really stoked about it.
I can't wait.
Now, what's that gonna look like?
So we're gonna start next month with a mini-sode, and just kind of an intro to what we'll be talking about. We want to talk about our favorite shark movies.
You gotta listen to that mini-sode because it's gonna tell you everything that's going on in Shark Month.
Yeah.
Shark Week month.
Shark Week month.
Ooh, ooh. Nice. So we won't have a pick this time, but stay tuned because there's a lot of fun stuff coming up. We're excited and would love to hear from you guys.
What's your favorite shark movie?
Tell us about your shark movies, shark experiences. Did you get bitten by a shark? Did you
I hope
survive an
not.
attack? I want to hear from you.
Are you writing us from the great beyond post shark attack?
Are you a shark? Where can they go send us stuff?
They can do it at realfuntimespodcast@gmail.com.
That's it.
They can also go to realfuntimespod.com.
That's it. Check out the website and rate us, review us, and
Tell your friends.
you got to tell people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This week, I would like for you to tell someone you really respect.
Ooh, what are those people? Mentors?
Or just people you respect.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have to be a mentor.
Sometimes
Just someone
that's-
you
yeah.
respect. Yeah,
Somebody you really respect,
You
yeah.
could respect so many folks.
Yeah. It could be a family member. It could be a mentor. It could be a boss. It could be
Work
a
buddy.
colleague. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Mm.
Respect your elders, everyone.
Unless they suck. Fuck them.
Then look it. We don't need no
Oh, my.
education.
I hated when the kids jumped in the meat grinder and then they came out all ground up. That ruined me as a kid.
Traumatizing.
Ruined me.
Yeah. Just another brick in the wall. That's a message you're not ready at 6.
No. And I was all over it at 6. I was like, what's this?
26 more cents.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a fucking time. Cannot wait to see you guys next week.
then-
Until then.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Real Fun Times, your favorite movie podcast.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Real Fun Times, REELFUNTIMES. Real Fun Times is produced by Drea Age, Rose Age, and Noelle Phelps. The thoughts and opinions expressed herein are solely those of the individual hosts, nobody else's. No one's.
Real Fun Times is not affiliated with or connected to any of the motion pictures, music, or other clips played within this podcast. All movie clips and music included in this podcast are the intellectual property of the respective copyright holders. They're included here for review purposes, and absolutely no infringement is intended.
And lastly, a tip of the hat and a sincere thank you to our friend, Autopsy Summer Camp, for our rad outro music. To hear more of his offerings and collaborations, check him out on Instagram at Autopsy Summer Camp. She is totally swayed by him. And
As is the pilot. In fact, at one point, he goes and weirdly touches a girl's hair in front of the pilot and slaps his hand like, oops, shouldn't do that. And she's like, ha ha. He's not that hot.
no,
I'm not going to let him get away with that behavior.
you shouldn't.
No.
Ladies, don't let him
Don't do it.
Don't let him do it. Don't let another lady do it. Don't let anybody do
Don't
that
let
shit to you.
Anybody pull that shit.
Don't do it.
You're beautiful. It's true.
All right, James Blunt. Now that song's be stuck in my head. Thank you.
It's my fault. It's my fault.
The worst.